recommend, or don't. There is no in-between, here's the facts. The cons of the game. Let's do cons, then we'll do pros. The cons of the game. When exiting menus or reloading, weapons just swap at random. I fell through the world once. It only happened once. When exiting the game, you come back in random locations. Only 2 times did I not have that happen. One time it put me in a section of town I'd never ever been. I was completely surrounded by fog of war. Anytime I have to Alt-Tab or Control-Escape, despite the fact I'm in windowed mode, I have to do it twice. When I close the game, I have to Control-Escape one more time because my computer, it's still hogging my system's processes. I can't interact with anything on my computer until I do. There's virtually no ability to climb down. It's very difficult. Many keys have multiple input commands, like spacebar is jump, dodge, grab, and jump grab, leading to a lot of situations where you hit a button to do one thing and it does another and you're in trouble. Similar to all the times I went sliding by accident when I didn't mean to, because it is also on the crouch key. There's tons of items we found that were stuck in walls or buried in the ground and we couldn't interact with them. Multiple times during the story, you get stripped of all your gear. Later, it gets given back, but then you have to spend minutes resetting up all of your hotkeys and bindings because it just dumps it all into your bag in a mess. We were hit through walls by enemies many times. There's no visual indicator when you're running out of running stamina. It doesn't use the same stamina bar as your weapon swing stamina, but when it runs out, you suddenly slow way down, which can lead to you dying. So those are my issues. Now, around all of those problems was a wonderful game. It was gorgeous. The city looked amazing. The combat was pretty good when none of that stuff I just listed was happening. The story was awesome. I loved the story. The story is what kept me here till the end. The story and just like the beauty of the place was great. Yeah, there were some tropes, like letting the bad guy live and then you've got a stupid climactic ending sequence, stuff like that. There was a few tropes in there, but honestly, I enjoyed the story. It kept me entertained. It kept me invested. Despite all this stuff that was annoying me, the story really, really had me invested. However, because of the frustration of all that stuff, I'm definitely not playing another Dying Light game right after this. I don't know if I ever will, but I'm definitely not right now. So I'm not going to jump into the DLC. I'm not jumping into Dying Light 2. There was a few moments, there was a couple of moments during this game that I was like the most pissed off I had been in like the last year, maybe? Like I was genuinely mad a couple of times. Like, there was one time I specifically remember I almost slipped up and cussed, which is not, like, I've wired my brain to not even think like that. And so it's, like, really difficult to dig that out of me at this point. So, there was a lot of problems. But there was some cool stuff, loved the story. I don't know if I'll play the other things, but it was definitely putting a pin in it for now. I'm not going to say I never will, but I'm definitely not right now. I need a break from this. Which game has pissed you off the most in the last year? Dying Light. I tried Alien Isolation and Sekiro, and I didn't like them, and I stopped. But this one, there was like moments where I was just like I'd jump, don't grab, die, jump, don't grab, die, jump, don't grab, die, and I'm like, grab the freaking thing. Like, there was one moment I was like freaking out because he wouldn't grab a bar or something, and it was because you have to space, because its spacebar does so much. You may not like DL2, then I watched Ko play and he was let down at the ending. Man, I was assuming I would love the story of Dying Light 2, it's just all this other stuff I didn't want to possibly deal with again. How do you want me to highlight the last episode, include the credits and the breakdown? Yeah, include all this. Like I said, it's completely fair and understand completely. I'm sad I just understand. Yeah. Like, I'm trying to, like I said, I went over the cons and the pros here because I'm trying to be constructive, you know? I'm not just trying to, like, rant and rave and scream and stuff like that. I'm trying to actually give feedback here, and this is how I feel about it. Yeah. I think that's all I really have to say right now. Yeah, that was Dying Light.